Despite the ongoing speculation that Spyro had in fact given up, the adventure is still continuing. Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Spyro the Dragon by Insomniac Games on the PlayStation, where previously on Spyro the Dragon, we started off with the Magic Crafters world and did a couple of levels there, and we're still in the Magic Crafters world. And it's been a while since I've actually played Spyro the Dragon for a variety of reasons, and I am just going to check which levels I've actually done in the Magic Crafters world. I've done just 3. So I've done the Alpine Ridge, the High Caves, and I've done the Crystal Flight level. Not a problem, so I basically need to go to any other level that isn't one of those 3. So it's been a while since I've played Spyro the Dragon and I completely missed him, which is a bit of a problem. And the reason for that is because I've been distracted by Spider-Man, also by Insomniac Games. And it's the first time I've actually played on my PlayStation 4 for a considerable amount of time, because normally I haven't really been into my PlayStation 4 very often. But Spider-Man by Insomniac Games is ridiculously good, and I am addicted to it in a way I'm not usually addicted to a PS4 game. And it's fantastic. And you compare Insomniac Games' Spyro games to their Spider-Man game, and it's amazing how far they've come as developers and how far they've come as a studio. And there's quite a lot of depth to the new Spider-Man game, a surprising amount of depth. And yeah, there is a bit of treasure I still need to get from here, isn't there? So I'm going to see if I can get that, because it's here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'm going to give it a try. And you almost got a hit off on me. Thankfully you didn't. Okay, Lizard Peak, we can go to that in a bit, because that's a level I definitely haven't touched yet. Right, let's see if I can get this, because this is going to be quite complex. So I'm going to have to turn left, then immediately turn right, assuming that I use the speed boost thing. Right, you'd be nice if you could get out of the way, so I can do this without getting hit. Okay, High Caves I've been to, so I don't need to worry about that. Let's give this a try. So turn left and then turn right. Oh, okay. So it is doable. I just need to be a bit more alert. But yeah, because of Spider-Man, I haven't been playing any games recording-wise particularly. So blame new games, because that's the reason why I haven't been recording. So I'm going to try and record this episode and upload it in the same day. There we go. That should be all the gems now. I believe it's all the gems. Yes, there we go. All 300 gems. So as far as I'm aware, there's only 2 more levels. Blowhard, the unfortunate named level, and Wizard Peak. So we're going to go to Wizard Peak first, because I imagine Blowhard is the boss level for this world. Yay, look at us with our 25 gems. I'm actually recording in the middle of the day as well, which I don't normally do for various reasons, because there's normally more interruptions, but hopefully this will go off without too much hassle, and then I can hear my phone make a notification in my pocket, because I've got it on mute, well, silent, but I can still hear it vibrate. And this song sounds pretty catchy so far. Again, this is another level that I do not remember in the slightest, so this is all going to be new to me. And I'm turning the volume up because I can barely hear it on my mic for some reason. Oh, you got a good hit off. Well done, little wizard. But yeah, it's amazing how Insomniac Games have come from the Spyro the Dragon games to their Spider-Man game. It's absolutely fantastic. And I've missed a couple of games by Insomniac Games over the past few years. I never played the Resistance series when I had a PS3, for example. Well, I've still got the PS3, but I never actually experienced the Resistance series. I never really experienced Ratchet and Clank outside of a bit of the PS4 version, which apparently might not actually be that good. I don't know. And it's the same with Naughty Dog. I couldn't get into Jak and Daxter when I tried it. I played a bit of the first game and I just couldn't get into it. And I also didn't really play the others. In fact, I never played the other Jak and Daxter games. But I loved Uncharted. So it varies on the game, I think. Even though Naughty Dog and Insomniac Games are very consistent developers and they're very good at what they do. in Insomniac Games' case, I still haven't played Sunset Overdrive because I don't want to buy an Xbox One just for one game. So there's a dragon here. Who are you? Jarvis, hello.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Jarvis. So, presumably there's going to be the supercharge thing down that slope. Once I've just doubled back around here. Yep, okay. And there is a supercharge. So, these guys... Oh, sadly we couldn't take them all out in one go, but that's not a problem. Right, let's get what we can from here. There's a dude up there. I'm not sure how we're going to get to him yet. I don't think I can actually jump it up. Or do we have to do this risky maneuver where we're going to have to jump and glide? Because that looks so risky. Yeah, no chance. No chance. That was terrible. Right, I don't mind dying there. That's fine. That was my own fault for trying to do something so risky. And I completely missed you. Can I just... Yeah, why am I bothering supercharging these guys when I can just burn them? Okay, next. That was terrible. Let's try that again. There we go. And you can, if you look very closely, you can see under their skirts or whatever they're wearing. Right, I need to supercharge you. The dragon that's frozen can wait until I've dealt with this. Okay, I didn't think I was going to make that, but somehow I did. There's not much news about the Spyro Reignited trilogy lately, although I have seen the official art that is an update of the original Spyro the Dragon art. So basically the covers for Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. And they all look fantastic with the new engine, with the Unreal, with Unreal Engine 4. Because that's the engine that Spyro Reignited trilogy is using. So other than that, I don't think there's much else to really say about the Spyro Reignited trilogy lately. Certainly nothing that I can think of anyway. I'm just glad it didn't come out at the same time as Spider-Man now, because I definitely wouldn't have been touching the Spyro Reignited trilogy looking back now, because Spider-Man's just that good. The only problem I have with Spider-Man, really, is the actual fans for the game. The fans for Spider-Man are literally insane. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. They're horrible, the fans for Spider-Man. I'm talking about the fans who basically say, oh, you can't experience this game because you haven't got a PlayStation 4. You must buy a PlayStation 4 to get access to it. Yes, you do need a PlayStation 4 to play Spider-Man, but at the same time, do you have to act like such a dickhead about it? I mean, come on. There are people that want to play the game. And you're basically telling them, oh, it sucks that you can't play the game, but no, you better just spend over 300 quid on a whole new system for it. Not everyone has that kind of money. And I'm not saying me particularly, because I do have a PlayStation 4, but not everybody wants to spend that much money just for one game. I know people who have, and that's entirely up to them if they wish to do that, but not everyone wants to. Right, I've got 2 dragons to save, so let's get you first, because I completely skipped past you. Hexus, that's a very magical theme name.
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay, not a problem. I love how these dragons have the same line of dialogue pretty much now. I think they got a bit... They must have communicated with each other and basically just said, right, if Spyro comes along and rescues us from this embarrassing predicament, just say thank you for releasing me. We got a save face. Right, and then you, who are you? Lucas.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
I've already done that because that unlocked the first flight level. But if you were playing this properly, you wouldn't know that. So that's actually quite a good bit of advice if you don't know. Or if you didn't know, rather. Now, how on earth am I going to get to all this? Because I can't... Oh! Super jump. Haha, of course, super jump. Let's see if we can do that then. Where's Sparks? Did I actually lose Sparks? I must have lost him. Okay. Right, let's see if we can do this. Right. That overshot the jump. Well done. Right, just die. That's actually going to be quite a tricky jump. Wow. Okay. Is there another super jump around here that's a little bit more lenient? So I'm going to have to jump somewhere around here. If I've got my jumps correct. So yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can upload this. Well, edit and upload this in the same day I record it. Because that doesn't normally happen. Normally there's a couple of days separation before I do anything. No. Okay, that was terrible. Let's try it from this angle. Oh, there's some gems I missed it. Ah! Okay, secret area. Can I get there? Well done, Spyro. Well done. If you had the hover ability at the end, that might have actually got you somewhere. How am I getting there, then? And I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to... How many lives have I got? 8. I'm actually running low on lives. That's a little bit of a problem. Oh, of course. Now I've got to supercharge it, haven't I? Why did I not think about this? Right, here we go. Oh, and then you... Oh, it cancels out because of the other supercharge and the slope and all that stuff. Right, come on. How am I supposed to make that? The supercharge cancels out. Okay, we'll give it one more try. If I can't make it, I'm going to move forward. No, that's terrible. No way was I going to make that. This is actually going to be quite a difficult level to 100% because I'm not seeing how I can do it at the moment. We'll give this jump another try though. Oh yeah, undershot. Fine. Yep, this can be the... I'm going to have to come back here at a later time because I can't figure out how I'm supposed to do that yet. But that's fine. We haven't normally had to return to levels before, but I can always make exceptions here and there. So we've got an odd-numbered 4,911 gems. Right, Blowhard is next, which is over here. Blowhard! The most unfortunately named level I have seen in quite a while. So let's see what that notification was that went off a while ago. Okay, nothing too special. Just an average notification. So we got another boss level and I completely missed that dude. And I completely missed him again, but he got me. So I'm gonna... Oh, he got me again, so I'm gonna get some revenge for that. We're not off to a good start, but we can recover, hopefully. Oh, no, get away from that. Get away from that. And I over-panicked, so I'm dying. Great, thank you. Yeah, I'm not with it today. This is what happens when you play games super early in the morning. Because that's the other thing as well. This is actually my day off at the moment now. So, again, I've got a pretty good opportunity to record games in the middle of the week because it's Thursday today. And Thursday's my day off during the week. So, that's quite nice. My plan on those Thursdays is to do absolutely nothing except play games, watch films, watch TV, do whatever the hell I want. There will be some exceptions here and there, but otherwise that is my plan for most Thursdays for the next few months. Again, I never did make that update about it. I probably will at some point because I feel it does deserve its own video, but I just can't be bothered at the moment. The time I could be spending recording that, I'd... Oh, hello, are you Blowhard? You must be... Yes, you're definitely Blowhard. The time I could spend making an update video is time that I'd rather spend playing games and commentating over them. Oh my god, I fell off that very badly. Right, you go away. Those still operate on magic despite the fact that... Oh no, they don't. Okay, so now I need to glide to it. Camera's a little bit dodgy round here. Come on, thank you. Okay, gotta take this nice and slow. Thank you. So I'm playing 2 games at the moment on this channel. I've got Spyro the Dragon and I've got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I do have a plan for how I'm going to record and upload them. It's either going to be 2 parts of each or it's either going to be 4 parts of each. We'll see how that goes. Altair or Altier.
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Wow, see you later, I'm out of here. Okay, so that's another dragon rescued. I can't remember if I even rescued all the dragons from the last level. I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think I did, you know, but we'll double check that in a bit. Did I rescue them all? I did. Okay, so it was literally just the gems. And there's another egg that I missed somehow. Another egg thief. We'll see what's happening with that if I ever... What the actual hell? How did I miss that? That is terrible. Okay. I am definitely not with it today. Come on. I need to get my head in the game. So, let's wait for this to just get over here. And then, yeah, we'll do it the boring, safe way where we just walk over to it instead of jump over to it like we should be doing. Right. Well, there's Blowhard again. Blowhard actually sounds a bit like Blofeld from James Bond. Blowhard, Blofeld. No, am I the only one who's seeing that? And what's around here? Okay, that just takes us back. So there's going to be a few more gems somewhere, like over there. Now, Blowhard, can you not hurt me, please? There we go. Yeah, you run off or blow yourself off. Oh, that sounds so wrong. I'm never saying that again. Right, let's get rid of these 2 and get the gems here. I'm actually turning the volume down again so I can hear myself think. And up we go. It is interesting playing the first Spyro game properly how underdeveloped the boss characters are. Like, Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 make a big deal about the boss levels and the bosses themselves by placing them at the end of each world. In theory, I could have taken out the boss very early and just explored everywhere else. It's a bit more open world in that sense, but whatever. I'm just taking on the bosses at the very end like I think Insomniac were intending players to do. And I don't think I got every gem then, unless if I'm wrong. Oh no, I did get every gem, okay. So I should be able to move on to the next area. So here's the balloonist. We've actually had a pretty short episode so far, so I am actually going to play a bit of the next world, which I've never been to, because we're only 20 minutes in or so. So, Tuco, great name. Thank you, Spyro, for recovering so many of our dragon eggs. Hop aboard for the Beastmaker's world if you are ready. Yes, that's not a problem. I can always come back here and get the gems for the Wizard's Peak level later on. Now, I don't know how many worlds Spyro the Dragon actually has, so I have no idea if this is the last world, the penultimate world, or still one of many worlds to go. And, yeah, I've definitely not been here before. This is a very dark-looking world, actually. And very dangerous looking swamp like water as well. So let's see what this world has to offer, because I have no clue at the moment. It's got a darker vibe than the previous world though. It's a lot darker than the Magic Crafters world. So let's blow these up. There's something shining over there. No doubt we'll figure out what that is in a moment. And this is incredibly random, but it doesn't look safe, so I'm not going to jump in that. Oh! Okay, the enemy is actually using strategy on me now. Good. Who's this? Bruno! Great name.
Nasty Nork is turning our swamp into an electrified junk heap. And it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.
Wow, Spyro actually sounded quite... not so much distraught, but he sounded quite down about it. So, there's more hints about Nasty Nork now, so I'm wondering if this is actually getting quite close to the end of the game. Because if so, Spyro the Dragon is actually a lot shorter than I thought it would be. So I remember Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 feeling like massive games when they originally came out. So maybe Spyro the Dragon wasn't as fully developed as the sequels were. At least in terms of gameplay and length and whatever else. I know people debate about which Spyro game was the best out of the original three, and most people, from what I can tell, normally say Spyro 2. And I can see why, because Spyro 2 is absolutely fantastic. And then I've seen people say that Spyro Year of the Dragon is the weakest of the trilogy, which I've never quite got, because that was the first proper Spyro game I played, and I always thought it was quite good. I can understand it being sort of the most tired of the three, because Insomniac Games had been working on Spyro for 2 to 3 years at that point. Well, longer based on the development time. But I don't know, I think Year of the Dragon is underrated. It's not a bad game whatsoever. Although I remember watching a video from somebody, I think it was somebody who was well known, somebody with a big channel and lots of subscribers, and he was basically saying something along the lines of, Spyro the Year of the Dragon is an incredibly dull, repetitive game and it lacks the charm of the first two. And then he ended the video, after slating it, he ended the video by saying, this is a great game and you should play it. And I'm thinking, that doesn't really add up with what you've been saying for the past 20 minutes or however long this video is. I don't know, I just found it unintentionally hilarious that he basically was nitpicking over Spyro Year of the Dragon, saying it was not a great game and that it was mediocre and stuff. And then he ended the video by saying, it's a good game, you should play it. I'm just there thinking, you're contradicting yourself here, but whatever. So there's another dragon here. Who are you? Cletus! Cletus.
Spyro, it's great to see you, but I've got to go.
Well, thank you too then, dickhead. So yeah, Cletus was not as hillbilly as I thought he was going to be. And where am I going next? I'm literally just getting used to the layout of this world because I've never been here before, or I certainly don't remember being here before. Misty Bog, okay, that's another level there. There's lots of shining things, so I'm going to try and head towards the shining things. Okay, that's Terrence Village. This is back to where we started. Although whilst I'm here, I can get some health. But yeah, that guy who talked about Spyro Year of the Dragon, that would be the equivalent of me saying Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire is not as good as the first 2 generation Pokemon games, but it's a great game and you should play it. And then after, you know, and I'd say that after going through so many nitpicks I have with that game. But whatever. YouTubers in general are very weird. And yes, that's where the shiny things are. So can I get over there? Oh, this is taking us back to... How am I getting up there? I feel like I'm missing something here, and that was terrible. Right, let's... There must be a way to get up there somehow. Right, set fire to you again, because I need the health. And... yeah, there must be a way to get round there then. We'll have a quick look, and then if not, I'll go to another level and see what happens. So far I've had no interruptions from real life, which is quite nice. If recording in the day was more like this, I would do it more often. Because I've been meaning to record this for a number of days now, but I just haven't because I've been playing Spider-Man and I've been tired when I've got home from work and all that kind of stuff. Excuses, basically. That's the reason. Right, here we go. This looks more promising. I haven't actually counted to see how many gems are here. Did I set something on... I must have set something on fire somewhere. There's another balloonist up here. Don't want to talk to you yet, though. Metalhead. Okay, that must be the boss for this level. And there's a key we need to get from somewhere. So let's see if we can find a key. And treetops. Right. So I'm getting used to this world a little bit more. It's a little bit more maze-like from what I can tell. But otherwise, it's not too bad. My guess is that Nasty Nork is going to be another world or two away then. Because Metalhead sounds like a boss level. Come on. Took a while to trigger. That looks really deceptive. They look 2D from a distance, these stairs, but then you get up to them and it's like, oh, actually, no, they're fine. You can actually get up these, no problem. Right, I'm just scouting around to see if I'm missing anything. Doesn't look like it. So now there's a key I noticed over here. Can we glide to this without any problems? Yes, we can. So where do I go from here? Right, next tree. Just about made that. Right, that should be everything. Can I get up here? Yes, I can, just about. Okay, can we open this up? Good. I gotta say, it's a bit of a weird position for this chest to be in, because I thought I was going to get sucked up by the stuff here and completely miss a gem. Well done. But there we go. I'm not sure how many gems are in this world, so I'm missing a couple. It's probably going to be about 300 or so. And yes, I am literally just messing about now. So let's take this a bit more seriously and see where I need to go. I need to backtrack up there, because this is towards the end of the world. There's treetops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack all the way to the beginning and start from there. So as far as I can tell, there's about 4 levels here, maybe 5. Yeah, looks like it. Just double check. Okay, we got the 2 dragons and then there's 300 gems. So I'm missing something somewhere. But at the moment, I do not want to try and find them. And I can hear vehicles outside, so I'm not sure how much the microphone's going to pick that up. But hopefully it does not. Or if it does, it's very minor. What level's that? Misty Bug. Right, there's one more level before this, if I can get to it. The draw distance here is actually quite bad, although I'm sure that's a creative, stylistic choice because of it being a swamp. It would make sense for it to be quite dodgy. Terrace Village. Terrace Village, yeah. I was going to say Terrence, but that's obviously a name, and that has an N in it. Right, these guys have some interesting gear on them. And I don't think I can charge them, so I'm not going to risk it. Because they look quite big to be charged. These guys probably need charging though, if I can aim. There we go. Did that guy have a sniper on it? It looked like he actually had a sniper beam. I need to double check that next time I see one of those guys. Okay, there's another one here. Hey, don't shoot them. They're my health pickups. I don't need to lose them. I need more of them. Take it nice and slow. Okay. This level's not too bad so far. It seems a bit easier than some of the levels I played last time. Although I could be misjudging this. Well done. I could be misjudging this and it actually turns out this is actually really difficult, but we'll find out in a moment, most likely. I do actually need some health pickups now though. Get all the gems. Okay, nothing on there. Oh, we're back here. That's fine. I actually do need some health then. Right, Sparks, get a butterfly for me. Thank you. Now, let's see where we need to go from here. Right, this looks promising. It's amazing how much lighter this level is compared to the world it inhabits, but whatever. So let's jump up here, rescue this dragon. Claude.
Watch out, Spyro. The Norks in these parts have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
Okay, you missed an opportunity to say it's really shocking, but whatever. Okay. So these guys aren't too much of a big deal. As long as we time it correctly, we're absolutely fine. And yeah, I was expecting to get hurt there, because it is actually quite difficult to... Right, I actually need some in there. It's actually quite difficult to try and charge and then immediately flame somebody straight afterwards. Ah, there's fireworks. We can set those in a moment once I've cleared this area. I'm definitely going to be playing some more Spider-Man after I've finished recording today, because I'm actually going to see if I can 100% the game, which I don't normally do with games, particularly with PS4 games. So I'm going to see how that actually goes, because I am enjoying it that much, and I probably will pick up the DLC for it because of how much I'm enjoying it. But I'm going to wait until I've beaten the main storyline before I do anything, because at the moment I'm just messing around with side quests and trying to get trophies and everything. But that's one thing, as I said earlier about the Spider-Man fanboys, half of them are completely crazy to the point where they'll literally target anybody who doesn't have a PlayStation 4 and then tell them they're crap for not buying a PlayStation 4 and that they should buy a PlayStation 4 if they want to play it, and then say that, and then act as if 300 or so quid is not expensive whatsoever. But if you tell these same people to upgrade their PC and get a PC that can actually play games properly, they act as if you've told them they've got to spend £1 million in order to do it, and that it's a really expensive investment. I'm sure I've had this conversation before, but the hypocrisy of some of the console fanboys is absolutely insane, and people who play on PlayStation 4 particularly seem to act like this. And I have a PlayStation 4, so it's not as if I'm attacking them for the sake of attacking them. I'm just telling them how douchebaggy they are, because they have the Sony fans have become, in my view at least, completely and utterly horrible in the sense of they're toxic, more so than some other fanboys I've seen. And I say that as somebody who's seen Apple fanboys, who's seen some of the die-hard Nintendo fanboys, Microsoft fanboys, whatever. And the Sonic fan base is another one. And here's Cyprin, or Kiprin.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
Paint me like one of your French dragons. That's the pose you were basically sitting in. So here we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and Sonic fans are... I thought Sonic fans were bad, but they're making the PS4 fanboys look even worse. But whatever. I mean, a PS4, yeah, it looks great. Graphically, it looks very nice. And then you play on PC and realise that the PS4 isn't really much to brag about. Bragging about a console's performance and graphics capabilities and saying that they're better than PC would be the equivalent of me saying my car looks and drives better than a Ferrari, for example, or better than a Mercedes or something. It'd be completely and utterly wrong. But if I was constantly saying my car is better than a Ferrari or a Mercedes or any decent car that you can spend loads of money on, I would look and sound like a complete and utter idiot. And that's how some of the console fans sound. And I'm not saying this to be horrible, I'm just saying this because these guys need to get their heads checked. And that's another thing as well. Some of the PS4 fanboys are basically saying graphics don't matter, but then they'll say to Xbox One fans, oh, our graphics are better than yours. It's like, the double standards and the hypocrisy is absolutely insane. It's either one or the other. You can't have it both ways. But whatever. It's just annoying because I'm a big fan of the PlayStation. I used to love the PS1 and the PS2 when I was a kid. And the PS4, as far as I see it, it's a massive improvement over the PlayStation 3. Or the PS3 rather. But I hate how the fan base has turned. And maybe I'm just seeing the wrong people talk about it. I'm seeing all the toxic people talk about it as opposed to the people who are literally chill and legitimately chilled out, so it doesn't actually matter. But it's still annoying either way. And if Spider-Man ever got ported, as very unlikely as that would be, if Spider-Man ever got ported to PC, for example, I would happily pay full price for it a second time. That's how much I enjoy the game. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to get some of these gems. Can I backtrack over here somehow? One thing you gotta remember with me about this game is I'm not familiar with it in the sense I am with Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. So if you see any noobishness like activity over this game, you'll know why. And wow, Spyro, yeah, I'm dead. Right, let's see if we can do that again, hopefully without dying. I'm losing lives so much now. I shouldn't be losing that many lives. Right, let's just kill you. I'll kill you all for the, you know, the lives counter, if I can. Got ages before we get there, though. Okay, that's a swamp. We don't want to jump in there. Oh, Spyro, come on. Okay, the enemies haven't come back here, which is good. So how am I going to get up there? I know I have to get to a firework to blow that up. Okay, right. I don't think I can make this, but I'm going to try again. No, no chance. Right, this is another level I'm going to come back to. I know it's really... I'm chickening out at this, but I'm not going to waste all my lives trying to get to some extra gems. I can come back here at a later time anyway. There was going to come a point in this Let's Play where I wasn't going to know how to do certain stuff. Oh, you did get a hit off anyway, well done. Oh, hold on. That's how. I'm so stupid, aren't I? Right, here we go. So now I should be able to glide over to there, no problem. Wasn't paying attention and wasn't looking hard enough. One thing that's interesting about open world games now, though, and it's something I've noticed with Spider-Man particularly, there's a lot of collectibles in that game. And when you try and find something, you can just look at the map and then you can put a waypoint on and you can get to that place, no problem. In the earliest open world games, that never used to be an option. The developers intended for you to actually find everything and know where they were. And I think it's because the scope of games has increased so dramatically over the years to the point where the worlds seem endless that the developers put in these options to help you find all the collectibles so you didn't go mad trying to find them all. Which is something I find quite interesting. But I'm going to leave it there for now because we've played this for quite a while. We've played 3 levels or so and I want to try and keep this to an hour at most or 45 minutes. And I think this is a pretty good time to stop. So thank you very much for watching and goodbye.